so the orders have been done today, but we're going to do something a little bit different because it was just small items going out and we know it doesn't pick up well on the camera. So instead, I'm going to do an unboxing showing some figures that'll be in the store in September. I've got so much stock at the minute that needs listing that I shouldn't be buying more stuff for the store, because I should be going through the stuff that's never been on the store. But yeah, if opportunities present themselves, we take it. So June, we've had like a mixture of things. July, we've got like music month, where the whole month is just dedicated to music related collectibles. August, we have Rocky month, so I've got like boxed jacks and NECA figures. I've got loose jacks and NECA figures, Rocky posters, Rocky programs, Rocky gloves. There's literally like so much like Rocky Balboa collectibles going on. And then September and October were supposed to be dedicated to just listing Marvel and DC comics, because I've got somewhere between like 3,000 to 4,000 comics that need to go on the store, but these have come in, so these take priority. So in September, I'll be throwing on 5 figures every other day for the whole month of September, and then yeah, October, that's where we'll dedicate the month to comics. But I always say, like, if you watch my content, like, the classic superstars are my favourite, and yeah, an opportunity presented itself. I've bought from a collector in the past, like maybe, I don't know, 10 figures or something, and then they just reached out on WhatsApp and asked if I was interested in clearing out the rest of their the classics, because they're having a baby and they need to convert their room that he currently has for his figures to the baby's room. So it's one of them. So yeah, I'm going to go through today. I don't know if I'll show you them all, but I might just like speed it up and then show you like my 20 favourite. Some of the figures in here, I have like handled them before and they've passed through the store, but there are some like double sets. There might even be some triple sets, but there's also some like limited editions in here that I've not had before. So I'm looking forward to seeing them and yeah, letting you know what's coming to the store. So we'll get through it. They're all in like really good condition, and for me, like, this is one of the reasons I'll always try and aim to buy from collectors, because collectors understand both sides of the game. Businesses obviously need to be profitable to keep doing what they're doing, and collectors need the collector stores to be able to buy the collectibles. So it's always good when you're dealing with collectors and you build that relationship, and when they've looked after them so well and they're all new in the packaging, yeah, opportunities like that, when they come about, you just take them. You have to. So we're starting with this. We've had this one before, but it is in the blister. And at number 1, we've got Hulk Hogan, and he's in that classic NWO strip. Really nice figure. Yeah, Series 12. Gotta love it when like, for me, the classics, that the black and gold packaging, like, they literally just make really nice display pieces. Rather than show you every figure individually, I'm going to pick out my favourite, and then with the rest, I'll throw the headset on, and then you can just see like some other figures going on. Just a shame with that one there, you can see like, you might be able to pick it up, I don't know, but you can see it's starting to like yellow a little bit, which does decrease the value. But again, it is like still in really good condition, the figure itself. And there we've got like the Eddie Guerrero black attire steel chair. That's a really nice figure. Again, part of that series, there's some like really nice figures there. So you've got Vader, that's like a collectible figure. I've not actually had the Strongbow, so we'll have to see what that's worth. Hulk Hogan, Jerry the King Lawler, again another nice figure. This is a figure that I've not had before. So up next we've got Billy Graham. We've had Billy Graham in, and I've had him in the black and white, where it's just the first black and white classic superstars release, but this is its own limited edition in the red pants. Really nice figure. And then again on the back, there's some really nice figures to collect. Don't know which I'd pick as the favourite there either. I've never had Harley race before, but on the back for that series, you've got Andre the Giant and Eddie Guerrero. They're the two standouts for me that I'd personally want from that set. So yeah, in at number 2, Billy Graham, limited edition. Majority of these, 4 out of 5 of these are all limited edition, 3 of which make up a full set for the Billy Graham collector series. Again, we'll be doing them individually. I've got a Steve Austin here that we recently sold, like the Ric Flair of that. But you've got the Steve Austin. Again, I'm not a big fan of the classics where they're almost like block figures. I'm not the biggest fan of them, just because, yeah, I'm not even sure they make that nice of a display, but they still get listed. Usually when the collectors have them in these blisters, it just shows that they do care about the collectibles, and they're really well looked after. And say if you're buying a collectibles from a private collector, these are all like good telltale signs that you're buying from somebody that is like, yeah, legit and cares about the collection. This is so lazy from Jack's because one's series 25, one's series 27, but literally the only difference here is the shorts. Like everything else is the same. So yeah, a little bit lazy from Jack's. Posture's changed. Other than that, same figure. They'll be going on individually. We've got our first double set. I'm not sure who this is. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. So again, it's another limited edition. It's the Outsiders, Razor Ramon and Kevin Nash. Again, both in that like the classic attire. Hopefully you can see it, and it's not, the light isn't bouncing off too much. But it's got the Jack's NWO belt and Razor Ramon's chain. Like, really nice figure. So yeah, these will be going up every other day in September, like 5 figures a day. I'll probably do all the work in, I don't know, 3 or 4 days or something, but rather than just list them all in one day, I prefer to stagger them because it just helps the eBay algorithm rather than list and then not list for an entire month, where, yeah, basically just stagger. Again, another nice figure. So I've not had this one before. It's the Series 12 Ultimate Warrior, and what I really like about this figure is it's quite rare on the figures you see them where they're obviously packaged like that, front to back to front, and it makes sense to do it because like the coat he's got on there, it is like a really nice detailed piece. But yeah, again, like, yeah, I really can't fault the packaging on these. Sometimes you'll get them like where they're a bit battered, scuffed, but they're all in like really like near mint condition. The Hulk Hogan classic Hulkmania action figure with the red and yellow attire. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the classic superstars with this, where it's almost like a block figure. They're literally they are just for displays, but I don't really like the packaging on it. The blue, black and gold, it's for me, and even the red, it's like a little bit too much there. Just keep it simple with the black and gold. This goes on maybe like, what, 20 quid, 20 to 25, something like that. And then you compare it to something like that, the Ultimate Warrior, like just the black and gold just makes it like such a better figure. And then like even with like the gold belt inside, really nice figure. Nasty Boys, got a lot of Nasty Boys there. Again, handled them quite a lot, the double and triple sets. Nice figure. Brian and Jerry Knobs. So because they were a tag team, these will be going on as a pair. So this can be quite common. It's a limited edition Hulk Hogan, but it's common in the sense that you can see with the 90s figure, you do start to see the blister start to yellow, which again, if you're keeping this as a display, it doesn't make for the best display. But if you're a collector wanting this, there obviously aren't like loads of choices, so you might decide to get this for now, and then when the better condition comes up, you upgrade, and then you might decide to sell this one, and it helps pay for that upgrade. 4 Hulk Hogan figures, 2 of which are limited edition. My favourite one, it's a toss-up between the bottom. So you've got the NWO, like I love just like the black and white attire on that, but then this Canada exclusive's got me intrigued because I've not seen it before, so I'm interested to see like the value on that and the interest that gets. Oh, nice. So I've not had this before, but I get the Hasbro in quite a lot. So it's Coco Beware with the parrot. Really nice figure. And again, yeah, it's really hard with figures like when you're collecting. How can you not? You go down one, say, like rabbit hole of collecting Hasbro figures, and then when you complete that, you go both ways where it's just so easy to end up starting to collect, like say, the next one up, and then you go for say the Mattels, and then it's just like never ending. So it can be quite hard. But again, really nice figure. Comes with the accessories, and that's yeah, the collector series. Really nice piece. That's a figure I've not seen before either. So I've had Gorilla Monsoon in, but I've never had him suited. But again, really nice figure. Like, one of the best things I like about the classics is they display really well while they're still in the packaging. Whereas, say with like a lot of the Mattels, you get them and say you have to open them to put the like accessories on them. Like, fair enough, the headsets to one side and the microphone, but like with the glasses on, it still makes for a really nice collectible in the packaging. And say if you're buying figures as like an investment, you always want to keep them unopened in the packaging, because that's what basically helps keep hold of that value. Because say this figure, every year the population of the unopened figures will only continue to decrease, because you get people say on YouTube that do like unboxings, and that only makes the value of like figures that are unopened from like these type of eras just basically go up in value, because people open them or damage them or obviously lose them. Shawn Michaels, what a figure in that attire. My favourite wrestler from the 90s, it has to be the one and only Heartbreak Kid. It's Shawn Michaels, and yeah, his finishing move with the sweet chin music, class finishing move, and then his entrance was always great too, with the fireworks and the dance on the way in. We've got 5 of them going on. They'll be all individually listed. Okay, so this one's an interesting one. So this is a Hulk Hogan Canada exclusive. I don't know how many of these were made, because it doesn't actually give a number, which sometimes for collectors, like if it says limited but it doesn't give a number, is it limited? How many were made? There could have been 100,000 made and they can still class it as limited. But I've never seen this figure. I've not actually seen it on online platforms before, so it does suggest to me there weren't too many of these made, and I'm not sure if maybe they were only available in Canada. But yeah, really nice figure, and it has all the markings on the box, and it says Canada exclusive, and then on the figure itself on the left side it also says Canada exclusive there. So it's going to be interesting to see, try and get some information on that. But I do like the figure itself. It's just a shame, might be hard to pick up, but the blister is yellowing slightly, but it's in the blister and the protector, so it's definitely giving it the best chance to get the best price for that, really. Doing like a challenge at the minute on Vinted, where I'm getting rid of a lot of old stock that I've not no longer got on my eBay store, because it's stuff from when I first started, and so as the store grows, I'm starting to like basically put on more collectibles that I enjoy and that I've got more of an interest in, to be honest. So with like this unboxing video, it's like very messy at the minute because I'm doing it at home. There's not loads of room, but that being said, my aim in March is to upgrade my unit, and the aim going forward is to do all my work at the unit, and there'll be like basically just a bit dedicated just to doing like things like this, testing collectibles, unboxing videos, because at the minute, even doing it, I don't feel like it makes for a great video. But that being said, it's better to practice these things now than wait until March and then start to get like used to doing the camera stuff and all that. So yeah, power with me on this, power free. But I'm going to put the headset back on and just show you the rest of the figures. So we've got another Ric Flair. Last time we had him in the blue robe, this time the red robe. I do wonder how many Ric Flairs are out there, because yeah, there's so many variations of him. Hasbro's, Mattels, Jacks, there's WCWs, the Gloobs. There's like so many variations of Ric Flair. Like, he's an absolute goat. He's been around forever now, hasn't he? There he is again, Ric Flair. Again, another limited edition, Billy Graham. Not the biggest fan of, like, it's quite lazy that from Jacks, like no accessories, no like real detail there, but it is a limited edition, so maybe that's why they've gone for the simple one. Looks like there were potentially 3 of that you could collect for that, to the Billy Graham. How many Billy Grahams are there? There's loads of him too. That's a cool figure, Kevin Nash, all black. Nice figure. It's sometimes a shame, like when you get stuff and they've still got like either the price stickers on or say like that Vivid Imaginations. Yeah, stickers aren't needed, but businesses, I guess they're not too fussed. That's a nice figure. So Sergeant Slaughter in the classic camo, series 27. Again, some nice figures in there. I'd probably say maybe Doink the Clown, I'd say, is the best, and then after that maybe Big Show, but yeah, Sergeant Slaughter probably second or third best in that series 27. Some more individual listings. So we've got Iron Shake, Sergeant Slaughter, Bret Hart, 123 Kid, Coco Beware, and Kevin Nash. Some really nice figures. All will be individually listed. Again, there's like so many Ultimate Warriors. There must have been one for every series, like that series 14, that series 16. Literally, Ultimate Warrior must have been in every single series. There's so many of them too. In total, there's 7 Ultimate Warriors. These will all be listed individually. Bret Hart, that's a nice figure. You don't often see the all black on the Bret Hart. You see him in the classic what's it called, black and pink, but the all black there, nice figure. There he is again, Ultimate Warrior. And that's what I meant there. So like with the Bret Hart, I see him quite often in the pink, and then even on like the more modern versions, the Mattels, you see him more often than not in the pink. But again, another nice Ultimate Warrior. Ric Flair back again. So we've got green, red and blue. He's almost like Power Rangers, this guy. Billy Graham, there we go, limited edition. So that's 2 out of the 3. Have we got the third? Maybe, I might have already picked him out. Not sure. Nasty Boys. So again, like with like say Legion of Doom, the Hawk and Animal, this is one that makes me think, like, is it worth doing Brian and Jerry knobs together and put them 2 as a set? But yeah, it's something, yeah, always in 2 minds with doing stuff like that. I might try, I'm probably going to do them as a set because they are a tag team, but keep it, not necessarily do all the series together, but if they were tag teams, I think I'll throw them together. And then there's literally still all these to do. So you've got like Hawk and Animal, Eddie Guerrero, Dusty Rhodes, Gorilla Monsoon, Mr. Perfect, George Steele. There's literally so many figures. Personal favourite from the whole set. So it's the Classic Superstars twin set of Kevin Nash, Scott Hall in the NWO attire. Really nice figure. If you've watched all this video, massive thanks. If you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe. The videos will get better, yeah, as I get better and as like the environment gets better with like having a bigger unit and just being able to like manage it better. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching.